Not long ago, this place was transformed from a neglected 100-year-old farmhouse to a very special place. A place with warmth, with love, and with a wealth of individual stories. A place called Joy's House.
There was something about raising our own monies and working off of the kindness of the community that was very inspiring to me and very energizing. And when we found our current location, this was it. I mean, walking in this as the oldest farmhouse in the area, you know, the aura of the house, the energy that was here, really embraced everything we wanted Joy's House to be.
Today, Joy's House is devoted to aging adults and to those with physical and mental challenges. For them, Joy's House is a second home they can call their own.
We want every person who walks through this door to feel embraced, whether it's actually a physical hug or it's a smile or it's just a warm welcome. We want them to feel like they are embraced the minute that they walk through the door.
I'm blessed to have all these beautiful children, and they do what I tell them.
The best way to describe it is probably the most challenging thing I've ever done, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Before I actually found Joy's House, I had issues with trusting other people to take care of my mom, because a lot of her needs are, to me, are social as well as they are medical. And Joy's House is perfect as far as, you know, kind of giving her that feeling like, you know what, I belong somewhere, I have somewhere to go.
I don't want to pretend that, yeah, I'm doing this. I actually tell him what I'm telling you I'm doing. And I did not want to worry about people, you know, saying, oh, the poor little lady, she's all like that and has that all. Get up and out of here.
Everyone who comes here is an adult, so they can make their own decisions on what they want to do in their daily lives. In the beginning, it was really easy for us to think that, you know, it was going to be 8 o'clock coffee and 9 o'clock exercise, and we were going to have this lovely little schedule to follow through the day. And what we had to quickly remember is that these folks have opinions, they have likes and dislikes. Some don't want to do crafts, some don't want to do exercise, some just like to be in a room with other people and have the energy of other people. And so it's just important for us to remember that, you know, we all have our own thing.
I know every time I pick her up from Joy's House, either she doesn't want to leave or she has a ton of things to tell me that, you know, she did while she was here. And I just know that when she was there, she was relaxed, she was calm, and, you know, just having a good time.
So I just enjoying it. And when I found out that they have all these neat things to do, I said, yes, I'm going to go over there and stay there until everybody goes.
Well, they're nice people, and it's good service, and you have beer. That's what I like.
Mr. Flicker he's a great guy. He's very fun to be around. He's a little thin, wiry gentleman, full of one-liners. As a matter of fact, he thinks that Joy's House is a tavern.
Oh, it's so funny because he's like, I don't know how they make any money because it's a bar and they don't even serve beer. There's always different things that you can do that kind of entertain them, and keep them busy. He's very happy because he's very social, so it gives him a social outlet that he normally doesn't have.
A lot of these people have lost their siblings, their friends that were their age, and so coming to Joy's House affords them the opportunity to build new friendships. It's like we have a house full of grandparents and aunts and uncles, and it's like we're just an extended family.
It's been very important to us from the beginning that we're in a house and not in a room in a strip mall or not attached to a nursing home or an assisted living or even a hospital. We want people, when they come here, to truly feel like they're going to Joy's House. Whoever Joy is to them, we're fine with that. but we want them to feel like they're coming home.
I have loved this guy so much since I was a little kid. It's amazing, and I don't know why we connected so much, but
She's been a doll.
I just always wanted to be really close to him.
What are you?
I'm your grandbaby.
Yes. She's a grandbaby. And she's a very, very, very good friend.
So many people come to volunteer at Joy's house. We have high school students that come in that are 14 years old that might play the violin. We have people who bring in pet therapy dogs, kids, infants and toddlers. I mean, such a big hit. You bring a puppy or a baby to Joy's house and you're pretty much in.
I like working with the guests. It's just fun. I mean, they just share so much wisdom with me. I came in one time and had a problem, and they just told me how they settled it in their life, and I was just like, wow.
I'll play music that they've known since they were children. Like, we'll play You Are My Sunshine. And I tell you, if I play that song, everyone in the room is singing, and they're all lit up. Well, there's a couple people that really stick out. Like this one guy, he's always like, rock on, and he's just so excited. He's just so thrilled about it.
I've had plenty of chances to do nice things for people and was raised up in a family that taught me, to do things for other people. But I was immediately like, that was the best hour of my whole week I spent.
Harley ran good. It was a nice motorcycle. It ran real good. She was riding her bicycle, and I pulled up behind her and asked her if she wanted to go for a ride. And she agreed. She said, okay. So she went for a ride with me. And we were riding ever since. We've been together a long time. 13 years now.
He's one of the guests that when you come in and you might not be having such a great day, as soon as you run into Mark, he's gonna say something funny or pay you a compliment. And he said God created him to slow down the world. And he does a great job.
I think one of the biggest problems for caregivers is being able to feel that your loved one's safe and that they're with people that really care about them. I just feel real secure. I can go and do my job and not worry that, what's going on with him, because I feel secure that everything's going well. And they keep Mark happy too, and that's important.
In the beginning, I was silly enough to think we were only here for the guests that came to visit with us. Quickly came to realize that we are here as much for the family as anyone. These families come to us very physically, mentally, financially exhausted. And sometimes it's as simple as sitting down and listening. Other times it's finding out what they need in terms of legal advice or financial advice and finding those resources. But it's very much helping to keep that caregiver together because they're the glue for the family.
From the beginning, I was more of the caregiver-nurse situation for the last few years. It's only been since we started coming to Joy's house, and really recently, that I've seen the importance of finding other people to do that role a little more so that I can be a wife again and not just be the caregiver. I can honestly say, without Joy's house, we wouldn't be in the situation that we are. Mark more than likely would be in a nursing home. It's kept him able to live at home and us together for a lot longer.
I've had a good time all my life. I can't complain about anything. I've been lucky.
For the guests, for their families, and for all who come here, Joy's house continues to provide the care and the love that make this a very special place indeed.
If you ask me, I'm going to tell you this is exactly what I wanted it to be. Joy's house is perfect.
I like to be friends with everybody.
Theresa, Tina, they all love me.
I'm alive, and I want to be alive.
Friends make me laugh and smile. Think I'll stay a while. Feels so good just having fun. I don't want the day to be done. I found joy since I found you. Joy's house feels like home.